On the heels of Mayor Wu's trip to Washington, Boston City Council is now taking another look at its own policies on immigration enforcement. NBC 10 political reporter Matt Pritchard is at City Hall where a hearing is happening right now. Matt?
Yeah, JC, this all ties back to the city's Trust Act, which was put in place back in 2014 and has received renewed spotlight due to enhanced immigration efforts from the Trump administration. Strong opinions from the get-go.
That local law enforcement cannot be commandeered to enforce federal law.
As a citizen of Boston, I want this to end.
Boston City Council revisiting the Trust Act, a law that allows Boston police to coordinate with federal immigration enforcement on issues of significant public safety, with the goal of promoting trust between police and immigrant communities.
We're not here to debate whether the Boston Trust Act should exist, because we know that it should.
The Trust Act is important because it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do.
A councilor standing in support of the 2014 policy, accompanied by Mayor Michelle Wu.
It's important that all of our community members locally understand what is the law, what police do, what community does, and how everyone works together.
But some on council see the need for change.
We're not all on the same page.
A District 2 Councilor Ed Flynn calling for more robust hearings, hoping to bring in federal voices, including from immigration and customs enforcement.
There has to be an open, respectful, civil conversation between all parties involved.
Why aren't we talking to those voices?
I think that we are talking to them. I think that in this hearing, I think we're going to start off with a different set of groups so that we can understand what are their priorities, what are they fearing.
A local rift folding into a national conversation.
Politics should not be a consideration when it comes to public safety.
We all know that the attacks on the Boston Trust Act are not about public safety.
I spoke with opponents of the Trust Act. They weren't willing to comment while this hearing was still ongoing, but they did say to me they felt like much of this was simply for show. At City Hall, Matt Pritchard, NBC 10 Boston.